In this video, the Historic Ordnance Series, we're going to look at the Belgian PRB M35 low metallic anti-personnel mine. Now this mine is also known as an NR257. It is licensed to be manufactured by Spain under the designation P3. This mine entered service sometime in the early to mid 1970s. No one knows for certain. Now, this mine is pretty common. It has been found in or is being used by Jordan, Angola, Chad, Ecuador, Eritrea, Lebanon, Peru, Somalia, Sudan, Uganda, Western Sahara, Ukraine, Ethiopia, Chile, Congo, Indonesia, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Mozambique, Peru, Rwanda, Senegal, and the Spanish had them, or probably still do. Now, Belgium is a signatory of the Ottawa Landmine Ban Treaty, one of the first ones, and reportedly all existing stocks were destroyed in the late 1990s. However, large numbers of these were shipped from Belgium to Ukraine in 2022, and the Russian sappers have recovered a large number of these from the battlefield. Now, some of the technicals on this. This thing is super tiny, 2.5 inches in diameter, 2 1/3 inches in height. Weight is 5.5 ounces, of which 3.5 ounces is the explosive filler. And according to demining sources, the explosive filler is a mix of TNT and potassium nitrate. I'm sure there's an actual explosive compound name for that mix, but that's what they have down as the filler. This mine does have a separate fuse which must be installed on the mine. It is the M5 pressure fuse, and the M5 pressure fuse takes 20 pounds to set off. Now, there's not a lot of information to how these things are packaged, but what I could come across is these are packaged 64 mines to a box. I do not know if the detonators come with, but because it is a NATO country, it is very likely that the fuses are inside a container inside the box with the mines. Now, installation on this, very straightforward. First thing you're going to do, you're going to go through, inspect the mine, and you're going to inspect the fuse for serviceability. Everything passes, you're going to pack it up, take it with you to the location where it's going to get emplaced. At that spot, you can surface lay this or you can bury this. If you're going to bury this, you want the top of the ground to about the top of the mine here. You want the pressure plate here, the top of our fuse, to be above the surface of the dirt. You want to hide that in the vegetation or hide it in the leaves, or potentially hide it in a little bit of sand over the top. So we prep the hole. We then are going to prep the mine. Now, I do not know if this has a shipping plug in the fuse well here to protect it during transport. It likely does. In that case, you're going to take the mine, remove the shipping plug. You're then going to screw in the M5 pressure fuse, which looks a lot like this. This is an older version. Screw it in there hand tight. You're then going to emplace the mine down into the hole. You're then going to flip up on the pull ring here on the safety pin. That's how I can tell this is an older one. They were upgraded with ringed safety pins, not ones with lanyards. Lift up the pull ring and then pull the safety pin out of the fuse. The mine is now armed. And go through, camouflage the mine. Now, removal on this. I did not come across any information saying these mines cannot be recovered. But I also did not find any information give me the specific steps for removal either. So, going off of what you typically do with landmines, it is the reverse of the installation. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to check the area. As we come across mines and booby traps, we're going to take care of those. Once this mine is located, we're going to uncover it very carefully, trying to make sure not to put too much pressure on the top of the fuse here. Once you have the mine uncovered, you're going to check it for booby traps. It's a little too light to actually install an anti-handling device on this at only 5.5 ounces. Now, if a booby trap is found attached to the mine, stop what you're doing, destroy the mine in place. If no booby traps are located, at that point, you're going to replace the safety pin back into the top of the fuse here to prevent it from being activated. You're then going to remove the mine from the hole. You're going to clean it off a bit, get some of those chunks of mud and dirt off of it. Then you're going to unscrew the fuse from the top of the mine, replace the shipping plug, and you're going to turn in the mine and the fuse to the mine dump for either disposal or later reuse. Now, because these mines were sent to Ukraine by Belgium after they reportedly destroyed them all about 20 some years ago, it's a guarantee a large number of these did end up on the arms international black market. So these mines will be making more of an appearance in conflicts around the world, potentially something in North America or Europe if anything does kick off in either location. Now, for all my engineer brothers in the Patriot Militia movement, always remember essayons.